we're going to show you how to make some apple crumble.
We are the British Bake Off. Yeah. This is our assistant.
This is our assistant, Mom.
She thinks this is hilarious. It's not. Don't laugh. Okay, right. She's gonna go and have her shower. So, what you're gonna need for this tutorial is what you're gonna need to do. Some scales that actually work, my friends.
A big bowl and a sieve.
You need some cooking apples or normal apples.
Brown sugar,
A knife that's bent.
plain flour.
And some butter, but we left it in the fridge so it doesn't like melt. We're gonna leave it in the fridge. So, what
We don't
you're
need
gonna
butter, we're not making a cake.
Oh yeah. What you're gonna do? You're gonna make sure your hair is tied back. You do not want a hairy apple crumble. And you're gonna take off all the clothes. You do not want to get dirty, okay? You don't want to get expensive. You're gonna get the bag and you're gonna split. So yeah, that's what they do.
Get your cooking apple.
So what you're gonna do is get your apple and take the sticker off. Make sure you peel the stickers off. You do not want sticky apple.
And get the curvy bit of your knife. And that's the bit you'll be carving with. So it's like that.
I think we should zoom in maybe. The apple. So you're just gonna go like that along the apple and just start carving and carving. So now you know how to carve. Basically you're gonna put the bent bit against the apple and just flick off the skin. So now you can see what we're doing. We're going to move onto the cooking board, the chopping board, so that we don't get apple everywhere. That won't be a good idea. So maybe we might need some help. I'm gonna go get a knife.
Go get Mom, because we cannot carve apples.
I can carve apples.
So, carving apples is very difficult because
Yeah,
you can easily hurt yourself.
I cut my thumb once and it was really painful. That's why it's straight thumbs.
And I was literally this close to literally just cutting my thumb. So be careful.
I'm gonna help Carys carve the apple. She looks like she's struggling a lot. But we're not hoovering after this, so you watch where you're putting your apple, bro. You're gonna create a lot of mess, and what chefs do not do is cook in mess, okay? So clear it up. Clear it up. When you feel like it's too much, clear it up. Clear it up.
Daddy.
Hi, Daddy. We're chefs. We're the British Bake Off. Clear it up. Let's see, messy. Clear it up. Put it to the side. Clear it up. Yep. Clear it up. We do not want to hoover, do we? And yet she's only done that much of the apple and we're still going.
Dad, no, that's quite much.
Oh, now my daddy's in the way. Say hello. That's a really funny noise. Okay, so Carys is still yet carving the apple. Don't excuse this person. We can we can edit the video and crop him out. It's fine.
10 days later, she's still chopping the apple.
Daddy,
Okay, so it gets dark at night,
Has
okay?
she chopped the apple?
No,
No,
she
she's still
Let me
going
have a go. I'm still a chef.
Daddy, can you please do it because we can't?
Can we have a little bit of handyman over here? We're not the best carvers. Don't eat crisp without me. Give me some.
Yeah, so keep...
Daddy.
Oh no, I wasn't making it so. You were up there
I'm
on
just
the
gonna
bar.
pause the video.
Okay, so I've carved this
After about
apple.
15 hours, she's a mess. Watch where you're going.
Seriously, that's gonna go brown.
I know, they're already gone brown, Mom. They're not the best apples.
Once you've carved your apple, just cut it up.
Not your fingers.
So without cutting your fingers, so you're just gonna cut that section off there and cut it into quarters.
We got 4 cooking apples. 4 fat, juicy cooking apples.
So you're gonna cut it into quarters.
Not too big, but not too small.
So they're like carved, and then you cut it.
She's not very funny. Messy mess. Do not do. And you're gonna put it into your container bowl. So we got a round bowl. We always make apple crumble in when we do Christmas, and it's just a bowl we use, and it's really cool. I'm sorry for the accent, whoever knows me watching out there, but when I'm cooking, I feel like I have to do an accent like MasterChef. You know, they're American, some of them. So, yeah. And now everyone is staring at me like, oh my god. What?
You really can't peel an apple.
Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna become a chef when I'm older. What?
Show them your apple.
This is my apple carving. So it looks a bit like a pumpkin at the moment. It's got a bit brown and a bit juicy. Honey. I think our assistant might have to step in here and help us cut our apples. Our assistant mother, will you like to come over here and carve our apples for us? Because you can do them nice and quickly. And I carve about a lump out.
With the instructions.
So, our assistant choreographer, our assistant baker is coming in to carve the apples. I told you to make yourself look nice, and you don't look. Yeah, I'm really good at that. So we're just still carving and
Carving and chopping and carving and chopping and carving and chopping.
she is an idiot, and she is an idiot.
Oh, should we sing the song? We carve, we chop, we carve, we chop, we chop.
Right, you've
we
got
carve,
a
we
knife
chop,
in your hand.
we carve, we chop, we chop. And we
Sean,
put
press pause.
no pausing in my game, girl. You're so lucky to have a mother like me, mother like me, mother like me.
She
You're
is.
so lucky to have a mother like
She
me.
can't sing as good as me. Okay, so
You need to read the instructions, see what you're doing next.
instructions.
Oh, let me peel.
So you need to
I'll
hurry up,
finish
Mom.
peeling
Stop being
before
so
you.
vain, okay?
I am a little.
So it's 10 ounces of plain flour.
You've got
pinch
inexpensive
of salt.
apples.
So
You know what?
we
No, because
need
the label said good for crumbles.
yeah, pie. That said that.
It said good for
It's
pie
good for
and
pie.
crumbles.
So that's why we picked it up.
There you go, done.
Okay. We can cut them. You can't.
Carrots.
Mom, just carve them. We'll cut them.
Let me carve, you cut.
Oh God. Then chef came in to help us with the carving, and we basically got a few apples, and we're just gonna mix them up with your
I'm
hands.
just chopping my last
Oh, make
one.
sure you wash your hands before you go touching all the apples, because it's not going to be very nice. We have our own little Italian aprons that we got made for us, and it says Sean, head chef. And then hers says Carys, head chef. And then at the bottom it says Sicily, because my aunt is Sicily and she got it fast. So yeah. And basically, we're going to clear up this mess on the board afterwards. And then we're going to go into the flour. So stay tuned. Don't leave. I know it's been a long chopping process because this girl right here cannot chop. But yeah, we
Why do we
only
need
took
flour?
like 8 minutes to chop 4 apples. I mean, 4 apples, these apples were huge apples, like really big cooking apples.
Mommy?
So if you're using
Mom?
like normal apples, like these apples,
Why do we need flour?
like
Is that a crumble?
No, but we've got plain flour.
this is like a
here.
really small normal apple. But if this is like the usual size, then if you're using these ones, like normal apples, and you don't want to go and get cooking apples, just use about 5 or 6 of these. But we use 4 really big ones, so our bowl is quite big, but we have a big family, so we kind of need it. So now I'm
Now
just gonna
Sean's going to clear that away.
clear the bowl.
While I get the plain flour and the sieve and the bowl.
That needs to be covered quickly.
Yeah.
But you need the sugar, darling. I'll tell you what, you need butter as well.
Do we all mix it in here?
No, it's 10 ounces.
You've got to weigh 10 ounces, and I need 4 ounces for my thing.
Tell me when it's
10
hot.
ounces of
10
flour,
ounces of plain
6 ounces of
flour.
brown sugar, 7 ounces of butter.
Sean, tell me when 10 ounces is.
So
2 past the 8. So past the big one on the inside, 2 little ones past that.
So this is our scales, and we're just pouring out 10 ounces, and then we're just gonna sieve the flour, because you know flour can get lumps in it, and then you're gonna measure how many ounces of this. We got instructions. We're not very good chefs, so we got 6 ounces of brown soft sugar. And basically with the flour, moving back onto the flour, it's gonna shake it, because you have to be very, very quick when you put the apples in. They can go brown very quickly, and you do not want. And then you're gonna get 6 ounces of sugar. That's why we do it together, so that we have more to go. And by sieving the flour, it makes it so much softer. And 6 ounces is about now, maybe a bit over.
Sieve it.
So now we're just gonna sieve. Wait, are we sieving it in? Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're going to get some
No, we're
butter.
sieving it in.
Yes. You don't need to sieve the sugar.
Oh, we're gonna have to. And
gonna get
you don't have to sieve the sugar,
Carrots.
but we decide to sieve the
all the
sugar.
flour first.
We're quite neat cooks, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean?
Hey,
ounces of butter. So,
Are you sure that was 6 ounces of that sugar?
yeah.
2 under the 8.
Yeah.
A bit more.
So
If you're scared, this bit isn't sieving, so we'll put that back in.
no.
Just put it in.
And then 7 ounces of
7
butter.
ounces of butter. We're working very quickly, but you don't want the apples to go brown, and you can already see from the camera going brown. So we gotta be quick. So we're just gonna clear up our things. So we finished with the board, and we haven't finished with the sieve. Maybe, I don't know.
Tell me when 7 ounces is.
7 ounces. You gotta keep going, girl. Just get some chunks out there. Right. So we're gonna show you what the bowl looks like, just to distract you. So you can see where I haven't sieved the half of the brown sugar, but that's what it's gonna look like. Do we need eggs?
No. 7 ounces.
So, oh. No, keep going. So, and then after this we need another butter for greasing.
So what about that?
So, that's about 7. Okay, maybe not, keep going. Try not to put pressure on the weighing scales. That's about 7, so that's about 7, and you're just gonna get it all in there.
And then you're going to use your fingers.
I use the knife to just.
You're going to use your fingers, right, Mum?
And you're gonna get your fingers in there and just start folding it.
So,
that.
you're going to get your fingers
And you're just gonna
and
start
scrunch it.
Scrunching it. Right, we're gonna spill it, so we need to bring it back up. You're just gonna get the butter, and you're just gonna get dirty fingers. You're just gonna get right in there, guys. And you're
Sean,
just
let
gonna
me do
crumble it all up.
some.
You're just gonna crumble it, like sprinkle it. You don't want to get it all over your fingers because you're just gonna waste.
That really does sound
You're really just gonna
horrible.
waste ingredients, and it's not gonna be funny. You want it all over your fingers, okay? You want to just sprinkle it, and if you got butter on your fingers afterwards, you're just gonna wipe it off, guys, because you're just gonna waste all that money. And then you're gonna put what's that?
Try and be a cinnamon.
Tiny bit of cinnamon over the apples, just tiny little bit, not too much, okay? And as you can see, we're crumbling here. We will show you the process when we're done. So, Mommy, if you could just press the pause button rather than the stop button, so
Not
the
the stop
double
button.
line, stop.
Once you are done with that,
We're just gonna show you get off, what it looks like. So here we go, very crumbly, and you're just gonna sprinkle it over the apples like so. Oh, this bit's not so crumbly. Keep crumbling. If you start pouring and then the underneath bit isn't very crumbly, you just gotta quickly sprinkle it up and then just put it over. Will you stop eating that? And just put it over again. Maybe we should move the bowl this way so I can just see it. Putting it over, and I can see some lumps, so I'm just gonna keep sprinkling again. And you just gotta put it over the
Make sure it covers everything.
all of the apples. Like, don't leave any at the edges. We want all of them covered. And we're just gonna like.
No, don't press it too much.
Not gonna fatten it. We're just gonna rub it in, so it's nice and smooth. And we don't want to. I didn't just do that. Don't want to see any floury bits. If we have, just rub it all in. And now,
Don't flatten it.
but not.
Well, stop doing that then, please.
And then, voila! That's the crumble, and you gotta cook it for. Hello.
I'm just checking what the cooking time.
And then you can eat all and make sure that's left on your hands, because we just love eating that. Because we're gross like that.
Bake in the oven for 45 minutes.
bake it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes.
But I don't need to bake it yet because my oven's full.
But we're not baking it yet, though, because we're making it for pudding.
Lovely pie, lovely. Look at that.
It's like the best pudding ever. You can do it with peaches, like at school they do it with peaches.
You can
They
do
do
it
it
with
with mango, you can do it with
strawberries.
strawberries, apple and strawberry. You can basically do it with that you want.